We're on. Hello, Anne.
Hello.
And thank you very much for coming in. We've turned the video on and we're talking about the Riverford position.
Yes.
Now, your experience is very interesting and it's impressive. A bit of a sad end to it because it's Riviera Desserts.
That's right, yes.
Now, how long have you been at Riviera?
I've been...
And
sorry, yeah.
No, Karen, no, it's fine. How long have you been at Riviera and tell me about your roles there?
Right. I've been at Riviera for 16 and a half years.
Yeah.
And first of all, I started as an operator on the packing end, packing product into boxes.
Yeah.
From there I worked on the main production line in a high care environment,
Yeah.
and progressed to supervisor.
Yeah.
And after doing that for a couple of years, I decided that I wanted to turn it into a career, and I applied for a position within the technical department, which was my first management role.
Yeah.
And from there I went back into production as the operations coordinator.
How much are you going to miss that place?
An awful lot. I love my job.
Yeah. 16 years. And tell me what being in that quality controller role meant to you as well, and what it consisted of.
I enjoyed being involved with the technical department. It gave me a lot of knowledge through the training I did regarding certain quality standards and getting more into our quality policies and very important food safety policies.
Yeah.
That really taught me a lot. We developed our teams as well so that we could produce better quality product on the line, which makes for better profits and better efficiencies for the company.
Yeah.
It stood me in really good stead going back into production because I was able to make a lot of decisions based on my experience within the technical department.
Yeah. I know you were talking earlier with great pride about your trifles.
Yes.
How lovely and lush they looked when they came off the end of the line, how proud you were.
Yeah.
The fruit and veg, I mean, it's still food, of course, and you actually are into fruit and veg in eating them and growing your own stuff as well.
Yes. I'm very much a vegetable lover, although not a vegetarian.
Yeah.
As we spoke earlier, I've got a wildlife garden. I do grow some of my own vegetables, not as much as I would like. I don't really have the time, but my runner beans are wonderful.
They haven't run away anyway yet.
No.
Now, why have you expressed an interest in the Riverford position?
It looks very interesting, the way you've described the company to me, the work ethic, people being involved with each other and caring about the company.
Yeah.
It's very important to me.
Yeah.
I want a job that I can love, that I can be in love with, like I have been my current role. You've explained that they all work together, that there are a lot of proactive people there, and they encourage their staff to develop to their to their highest potential. If people feel they're of value, that makes them a lot happier, and it's good for the company that way.
Yeah, good stuff. And the salary that's on offer, we did discuss this earlier, and I wanted to have this on record as well, because including shift allowance, etc., you were on 32.2.
That's right, yes.
That was your package. Now, obviously, the salary on offer for this position is 18k. And you're generally happy with that as a new start, new life, new salary, 18k. Is that going to be enough for you?
Yes, I've looked and I've considered it, and as I said to you, one of my important considerations is that the position is within a reasonable travelling distance of home.
Yes.
Other positions that pay more tend to be a very long way from home, which means a lot more travelling expense. Yeah. Plus, it's a lovely area, this, isn't it?
Oh, it is gorgeous. Yeah, and you only live in Paynton, so you're only 10 minutes away as well. What do you like with other people? You mentioned earlier about developing teams. So describe what you're like when you're managing other people.
I like to think that I can recognise people who have talent.
Yeah.
I like to develop that. I consider myself a strong personality.
Yeah.
But I think...
In what way?
In that I don't consider myself a soft person. I like people, I like to talk to people. I like people who genuinely want to get on. I think I can recognise that.
Yes.
And providing skills. I've done quite a lot of training with them in my roles at Riviera, which I think I've been very successful at. And I've also developed a couple of people who weren't really considered to be developed, and I've developed them from a basic factory floor role to a fully qualified role 3 supervisor role, which I enjoy doing. It gives me a sense of satisfaction. It's done the company good and means we've got well-trained staff.
That's fantastic. I must say, unwittingly I guess, but already have a very good reference on you. It came from, and it's worth mentioning this on film, it came from Tracy McPherson, because Tracy and I met up last week here on other matters, just having a chat, and I explained I was seeing you today, and Tracy said, Anne is one of the best, and really spoke very glowingly about you.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And your track record there, your hard work, and as a person. You know, you may be, you say, strong personality, and I think that's important, but there's obviously a very soft skills side to you, and care and compassion. I think I really want to just finish off by just confirming a couple of other little points. Obviously, flexibility is needed at Riverford, and you've demonstrated that in abundance at Riviera Desserts. Not just in job changing, but also hours, because you went from, can you just say again the shifts
we did a 3137 shift. When, in my first management position with technical, I was on swing shifts, days, evenings and nights. Then I went on to a 3137 shift, and now, rather for the last year or so, I've been on a 5 nights basis. Excellent. And more recently, I've moved on to days just for the finish up of the company. Excellent.
And you're more than happy to do Sundays as well.
Oh, yes.
At Riverford. That's wonderful. You're a first aider, you've got appraisal training experience, and how interested are you in this job?
I'm really interested. I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do when I left Riviera. I knew that I wanted to remain within food production. Wasn't sure what sort of food production, and initially might have been looking for a little bit of comfort in something very, very similar, but looking at Riverford and what they do, it seems a really interesting role, and I would really love to know a lot more about how this business works, because it is something that is growing.
Yeah, fantastic. And you may have been a touch nervous wanting to do this video, but you were wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much. And I'm going to just turn it off now. Thanks very much, Anne.
Thank you.